Let's take a seat, our breath to our seat, and come here and be present. We are halfway through. Congratulations. Congratulations. So did you have an opportunity to work with the card of inspiration yesterday, the doves? It doesn't have to be the card. It can be something else. All it does is allows some greater awareness. Another thing that allows greater awareness is this opportunity to have people, places, and situations as a mirror, a reflection back to us, what potentially needs healing within ourselves. I know that's a pretty hard thing to it's a bit of a mind warp of, what do you mean? It comes back to, if something is bothering me and someone else, then first of all, the finger at me first, because it's because it's something within me is about that is me, that I am dissatisfied with myself. So when you take a look at it, it comes back to that echo, right? That echo is when something keeps on coming back and keeps on coming back, you might take a look and go, okay, I'm listening. And we want to catch those subtleties that we were talking about earlier, where we go, what is that that's inside of me? And where is that coming from? Because you're not your thoughts. It's not your fault that you're thinking these thoughts. But if you ignore the thoughts and continue to think them, then you're identifying with them. And you're engaging them as if they are owned by you, that they are your thoughts. But when you excavate those thoughts and you come back and peel it back of, when was the first time that I felt like that? How young was I? Where was I? You might be able to peel it back that far. And that's a lot of what the work that we do in the monthly membership. We're actually introducing a clinical sheet where we'll make those notations. And it's in the meditation that we create that healing effect for ourselves, where we work with our own individual pieces of our somatic body, what we're experiencing from doing that excavation work. It's one thing to do that work, but that's only half of the puzzle. That's why I thought it was so imperative that I bring the meditation into the monthly membership, because that is, in fact, where the healing takes place. That's where we calm everything. That's where we really focus on that oxygenating, deep diaphragmatic breath. That's where we focus on the breath awareness, and our sensories, where we know that we're in the present moment and we can work with the present moment. We work with that vertical line instead of that horizontal line, one side being the past, the other side being the future. And this present moment is not relative anymore. We're living here and here. So we've got all this energy going out, you see? When we come to our centering, we're bringing it back in. We're centering it, even if for that mere moment of time, we're bringing it back in so we can find our center, so we can align with what's most important to us each day. And it just makes for an intentional, conscious living, where you decide how you style your life. Don't let this decide how your lifestyle is. You get to decide. You're the boss of you. You get to decide. And that's exciting. So each time something comes up, a mirror reflection from a situation, a person, an action, whatever it is, that's the gift of the moment. You can decide what you're going to put out into that and how that's going to come back to you. So if you're putting out fear or anger, guess what's going to come back? Fear or anger in some different form. But we've got to be aware enough to see that. And that's part of the work. My name is Deborah O'Neill. I'm the CEO and founder of BlissB.me, Integrative Holistic Health. That was a mouthful. Integrative Holistic Health, BlissB.me. And I am here to share because I care. There's lots of material out there on different social media forums that we have been doing this year. I've really felt the call to come in and help stabilize the field. My work is in the biofield, the energy field of the body, the human energy field, working with these dynamic energy centers within the body that emanate out. That's our signature. And working with the different parts of the fractures that may be in the field, and how we can become aware of them, and how you can work with the body to innately help to heal them. I believe that if we get the body to 50%, it gives it the confidence to take it the rest of the way. And also just to have that in our thoughts is very similar to the placebo effect, where somebody's given a sugar pill and said, here's a prescription, they go fill it. And you go fill it, you get your prescription, you start taking your medication. Someone along the line said, oh, that's going to make you feel better. The doctor says it may make you feel better. And you have a friend that says, oh, I took that, it made me feel better. It'll probably make you feel better. It's like a happy pill. All of a sudden, life changes, you become happy, and you find out, or you may not ever find out, that it was a sugar pill. It doesn't matter. The end result is that you're happy. The end result is that you're happy. But to be able to know that you can do that within your excavation, your awareness of your thought process, and taking a look of where that might have come in some other time, and you may not even be able to identify it. It may have come through lineages of frequency. Because what we do for ourselves, we do for all. And when we heal ourselves, it's said that we heal 7 generations back and 7 to meditation. We're going to go through grounding and centering chakra. We're bringing up the Mother Earth energy with intention. We have energy below us. We have energy above us. And I hope you agree that we are the energy body in between. And this is a resonance for us, for this organism. And then we're going to take it into centering, so that we pull all that energy out and we bring it in, and we find that still point within the body so that we can align. We can't align in meditation to our higher consciousness, divine consciousness, God, creator, source energy, if we have not set that vertical line. We need to come out of that horizontal line and just step into this vertical line just for a brief moment every day. That allows us to take it into the meditation, where we come into our seat. By creating the safety, we reduce a lot of the static in our thoughts, because our subconscious thoughts are triggering off at about 40 trillion bits per second. Pretty hard to calm that down. But one of the ways that we can is to come into the present moment, ensure that the body is safe, come into the heart with some love and gratitude for this moment, and aligning with our higher consciousness, divine consciousness. So that's what we do. And then in meditation, we have that direct line already engaged, our intention already set, and our resolve. What is it that you want from your meditation today? Do you have a question? Write it down. If you have things on your mind, put a circle on a piece of paper and write them inside the circle and write, I surrender. I often say, I surrender. This is out of my skill set. And we give consent and permission to receive and permission to heal. So that's just a bit of a recap that we've done for the last what are we on, day 17? Day 17. So we do that. We bring this in every day. So the 3 areas are grounding, centering, and aligning, meditation. And then at the end, we're going to pull a card for inspiration. I've got a new deck out today. And it offers awareness. It offers something that we can take into the day, so we can have that proactive awareness and go, wow, I think that was part of the card this morning. Or journal about it and ask yourself some questions so that you create your awareness today. We want to be in the habit of creating awareness, stepping back and becoming aware of what is actually firing in here, because the neurons that fire together wire together, and we want to ensure that we create new pathways. It's like an old vinyl record, the needle makes that groove on the song that you play over and over and over again. And we want to set a new groove, so we play your new song. Let go of the false self and step into the truth of who you are. Let's get started. I'm going to grab my mala. And as we prepare for grounding and centering and aligning, I guess I don't need that just yet, but I'm going to have this desire to hold it. So I'm going to do that right now. So let's turn on our sensory organs. Our sensory organs are our vision, our hearing, our smelling, our scent, our tasting, our knowing in our third eye, and our tactileness, what we can feel. So let's turn those on, and I'm sure there's a whole bunch more because there's so much that we don't recognize. I think, they say that a dog can hear so much better than us, and a bird can see so much better than us. That I'm sure there's sensory parts of us that we may not even be fully aware of yet. So let's turn those on too. As we turn them on, we're going to take our imagination and that sensory. Our intention is to go down to the center core of the earth, through the earth's crust, through the rock and the slate, through the molten, and into that crystalline core of the earth. So bring your breath to your seat. Bring your breath down into your lower abdomen. And on your first breath, maybe open the mouth and with a sound, exhale. And let's do that one more time. Giving all the tension in your body permission to leave, allowing your shoulders to drop 3 inches. Inhale to the lower abdomen and exhale. It's meditation time. We're getting ready. Give the body some cues so that we're training the body to naturally want to be in this state and to bring us back into the state, to remind us to come back to our seat. Allow the cells be the one to bring you back here. Now, if you're sitting on a chair, feel your feet on the floor. Feel those 4 points on your feet. And if you're sitting on the floor or even on the chair, also feel the sit bones. They're right underneath your buttocks. You can put your hand there and feel those bones. Those are called your sit bones. Feel those on the piece of furniture or the floor that you're sitting. Now bring your imagination to your feet or your sit bones, your perineum, and imagine this etheric line. It's a line that you can't see, kind of like your cell phone line. Can't see it, but you know that you're going to make a connection. You're dialing up the number of Mother Earth, the central core of Mother Earth, as you drop those etheric feet or even tree roots out of your feet, sink into the Mother Earth and pierce through the Earth's crust. And allow you that etheric line or those feet and the tree roots to come into the slate and the sand and the rock. Feel if it's sharp or if it's gritty or if it's cool. Feel the temperature. I mean, you might even be able to see it. Sometimes you can taste it. Mineral, rocky taste in your mouth, earthy taste in your mouth. You might even be able to smell it. You might even be able to hear the heartbeat of Mother Earth. Now bring those roots and those etheric feet down into the molten, that warm liquid, and allow to swoosh right through down towards the central core of the earth. And as you come upon that central core of the earth, you might get a sense of its brightness. You might get the sense of just knowing its power, its frequency as you wrap your tree roots or etheric feet around that central core of the earth, often seen as a red energy frequency of about 5 to 25 hertz. Now draw that energy up, permission to receive. You might want to take a nice deep breath down and inhale that red frequency energy up, just like you suck on a straw, drawing it up the fine line that it went down, coming up and filling both your 2 feet. Permission to receive, permission to heal with this beautiful earth frequency as well. Draw it into your feet and your ankles and your calves. Allow it to bathe over your knees and your thighs, into your pelvis and your hips, up into your lower abdomen as you bring another breath down to meet that energy in your lower abdomen and Inhale it up into your chest and open your lungs and your heart. Allow it to wash over your shoulders, down your arms, to your wrists, to your hands, to your fingertips. Feeling the safety and the security that you're drawing up from Mother Earth energy. Feeling rooted up. Now draw up another breath and breathe it up into your throat and over your face and over the top of your head and the back of your head, filling your full skull, allowing it to come out the top of Sahasrara and cascade down the exterior of your body, touching the first and second layers of your biofield as it rejoins with Mother Earth again. Now sense that line with Mother Earth, sense that, and bring that line up through the body as you center, teeter-totter back and forth. Find that still point as you follow the line of your spine, your sushumna, and your central channel. Sense this, and you can lock it in when you feel that still point as we prepare to align to Mother Earth, God, Creator, Source, Energy, the place of many names, angels, archangels, guides, spirit guides, higher consciousness, divine consciousness. We're setting that line, that fine line to divine creator source energy straight up through the solar system, up through the Milky Way into the cosmos. And get that sense of aligning. Sense that as we send that super highway, that fine line, we put up our antenna of intention to connect with divine creator source energy, permission to receive, permission to heal, as we invite this golden white light in, down through, like a waterfall through this, down this super highway, into the crown, the seventh chakra, Sahasrara. Open that crown and invite in this illuminant, almost sparkly, effervescent, golden white light into the full head, into your full head. Just get a sense of what you can see. Do you see the light in front of your eyes or behind your eyes? Do you feel the light, this luminosity, as we invite it into the throat, the gateway, so that we can speak with divine love. We can act in divine will, thy will. Soften the egoic my will. Let's breathe it into the top of the chest and tap on the thymus a little bit. That's like a massage for the thymus while we're here, and breathe it into your lungs and expand your heart. Allow it to wash away the weight of the world on your shoulders. Again, allowing the shoulders to drop 3 inches as it comes down your arms to your hands. So everything that we touch today, we touch with love. Breathe it down into your torso, your lower abdomen. Fill that whole organ region as you take a deep diaphragmatic breath and allow that diaphragm to come up on the inhale and to massage the organs and strengthen out on the exhale. You can almost feel it on the side of your side body and your back body, allowing all this golden white light energy to wash down your back body as well as your front body and your side body, filling every space and every cell. Breathe it into your hips and your pelvis. Bathe this area in gratitude for the work of these massive joints. Come down your thighs and bathe it in your knees with gratitude to your knees and your calves and your ankles and your feet for taking you all those loving places that you go. Let's just sit in this energy for a moment. Sensing the knowingness, this place where you're connecting to your higher self and divine consciousness. It's a great place to ask a question and truly listen. It's also a great place to ask for support. You are never alone. We are never alone. I have asked for so much support at this place, and I ask for support every morning. Help me to reach those that need the reaching. Help me to do my best within the world. May we work with each other for the benefit of all. Show me the way. Provide me the divine inspiration. Show me what divine living is and how can I be that and reflect that and role model that for others. Help me with creating awareness, with reprogramming those programmable thoughts. Assist me to find the truth of who I am so I can experience the real me, authentic, true me, with my full heart and my full being. Whatever works for you. If any of those work for you, you're welcome to use them. Give me the knowledge, the strength, and the power to make the change I want to make. When I was raising my children, I guess you're always raising your children, but when they were little and I was a single mom, they were 5 and 7. I was like, show me the way to create a loving foundation for life. I just wanted to somehow create that loving foundation for life. I wanted to have a yes household. Yes, you can have a candy. You can have 2 before dinner, 3 o'clock as soon as you come home from school, but not after 8 or something like that, to create the reasonability and the responsibility for oneself. Thank you. Let's go into meditation. A great way to slow down the mind is using a mantra. And one of my favorite mantras is Soham. It's an ancient Sanskrit mantra. It carries with it a beautiful frequency beyond the ages, which I think is really nourishing and fortifying to the body. It means I am that I am. So you inhale on the so, and you exhale on the hum. I'm going to be working with my living mantra today from the lineage of Himalayan tradition, yoga meditation tradition, the Guru Swami Rama. So I will be incorporating that. And also, if you'd like to find a seat, not only on the outside, but in the inside, I often say that sitting behind the third eye, sort of in the middle of the head, you can sit on that little pine cone that sort of is the image of the pineal gland. There's also the pituitary gland back there. Both are very active or resilient. And when it comes to meditation, or you can sit in your heart. I often imagine just pulling up a stool in my heart and sitting in my heart. I've also used the yantra of focusing on a lotus bud and working with allowing that lotus bud to open and sitting in a still pond of water, so to speak, and opening that lotus bud throughout my meditation. So if you like that, you're welcome to use either of those. So I will use the mala. We'll do 5 rounds. I'll tell you when we pass each round. And take a nice inhale, and with sound, have another exhale. And one more as we come into our seat and prepare for meditation. You might want to grab a blanket. Our body temperature does drop in meditation. I've got a lovely wool blanket here that I picked up 2 of them when I was in Badrinath because it was November, so it was -5. None of the hotels have heat. They don't even have a fireplace because up in the Himalayas at 11,500 feet or 10,000 feet, there's no trees. So they don't even have really access to a forest in which reproduces so that they can use the firewood. So needless to say, there was many wool hats because they have lots of sheep, and these are all handmade by the locals. Lots of wool hats and wool blankets, beautiful shawls. I've also still have my Lemurian seed here from yesterday, so I'm going to utilize that. have a beautiful piece of tanzanite here. I'm going to use tanzanite today. Not only does it go with what I'm wearing, it is a powerful stone that connects the mind and heart, enhances spiritual perception and psychic powers, aids in compassionate self-expression, adherence to the truth, and great against skin disorders. It's for use with an overactive mind, and it syncs the heart and the brain. So I'm going to hold this for all of us so that we have greater access to our heart. When we are excavating our thoughts and looking at our egoic patterns, it can be humbling, to say the least. You might experience some discomfort in the body. And that's where we take a look at that discomfort. You bring it to your cushion, as we call it. Take it to your cushion and sit with it and breathe to that area. So if you've been looking at different parts of yourself or notice that you're telling yourself a lie somewhere in your life and you want to change that, know that you have the power to do that. And just say, that isn't my truth. Whenever that thought comes in, say, that's not true for me. I invite it gone. And you can talk to the ego. You can say, no, thank you. Or you can choose those certain swear words that people may choose to say, that is not the case. Be gone. And then restate to yourself, what is the truth? And offer forgiveness for yourself for the times that you've lived the truth that you found that isn't your truth, because that's part of our humanness. As we step into the human being, we step into the light of being. You are that light. You are that beauty. Sometimes we just gotta kick the ego to the curb in different areas of our life to allow that light to even shine brighter and step into it. It's a lifestyle. We're restyling our lives to be authentic and true. Who would we want to be? Anything else? Why would we want to be anything else? Inhaling on so and exhaling on hum. So create that resolve, whatever that is. Help me to find the truth of who I am. I want to live that. Show me, show me, show me. Pain-free. Pain is optional. Inhaling so. Exhaling hum. Inhaling so. Exhaling hum. One complete, smooth breath. No pause. No jerks. No noise. And no judgment. You may want to put your hand on your abdomen. Allow the breath to know that that's where you want your breath to be. Set an intention to breathe down into your deep diaphragmatic breath, down into the diaphragm and side body and back body. Feeling the coolness of your breath on your nostrils on the inhalation. Feeling the warmth of your breath on your nostrils on the exhalation. Inhaling so. exhaling, hum. That's one. Thank you, Guru, thank you. After each mala, I thank the Guru because at 8:03 I sit every day, and it is my thought that he visits and offers me his wisdom as I ask for his guidance, his support. Breathing in a little deeper to your abdomen, exhaling a little longer. That's 2 rounds. When thoughts come up, just put them in the cloud. Let them get stored there until you need them, if ever. The goal is to not engage with the thoughts, but simply to observe the thoughts or witness the thoughts that are coming through. Put them in a bubble and allow them to go up into the ethers. If you feel like you're bombarded, just keep putting them on the train as the train goes past. Putting them on the train, putting them on the train, putting them on the train. It's normal for thoughts to come up. Come back to your breath and come back to your mantra. Thank you, Guru, thank you. You may want to check in and relax your tongue. Check in on your posture. You're leaning forward or leaning back. Come back to that center point. Curl your lips up a little. Complete smooth breath. Inhaling so, exhaling hum. That's 3. That's 4. Thank you, Guru, thank you. Complete breath, breathing down into your lower abdomen, a little deeper, exhaling a little longer, finding that state of flow. Allowing those thoughts to go. That's 5. You can stay with your mantra, or you can join me in a mantra, bliss be me. I always see this frequency of multiple lights, like a kaleidoscope of light. And it allows me to end my meditation with a bit of pep in my step. Bliss be me, 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 bliss be me. And it strengthens the template of the work and strengthens the frequency of bliss. And curl your lips up a little and come and sit in your heart. And send this bliss to someone you know, to yourself, someone you know, family members, your city, your province, your state, your country, your continent, your world, your universe. And visualize yourself emanating this beautiful bliss, joy, love, frequency. Embody it. You can release the mantra. Take a moment with yourself in gratitude for finding and creating this time. We are the creators. You are the creator of your life. Create some friction between your palms. Bring that warmth up to cup your eyes and open your eyes into your palms of your hands and allow your eyes to bathe in the energy that you have created and the warmth that you have created. And come back. Thank you so much for being here. I'm just going to pull a card now. Offer ourselves some guidance. My last card that I pulled when I used this deck says see only love. Let's see what it has for us today. Working with the daily guidance cards, daily guidance from your angels. This deck that I'm working with. So may it offer us some insight for inspiration to take into our day, some guidance. Whoa. That's a lot of cards. Let's ask for one card. There it is. Thank you. Oh, how beautiful for the month of December. It's Cupid. Love. The month of December can offer a lot of love. It can also offer some sadness and remembrance. So this card says, we send great waves of love into your heart and mind, awakening your love for life itself. Your clear decision to accept and enjoy romance has triggered this reawakening. Allow yourself to spontaneously celebrate love in all of its glorious aspects. That was so interesting. And the retreat that we did this weekend was the circuitry of love. And it was sort of begging for forgiveness from, if you followed the feminine aspect of your beingness, you would beg for forgiveness from the masculine and also vice versa. So it was begging for forgiveness for being so strong that I didn't allow the masculine to be strong in my life. And, that was a really great awareness, and it was a great heart opener for me. I had to be so strong because of some of the trauma I experienced as a child. I didn't trust. And therefore, I needed to be strong to scare the masculine away from me so that I would not be hurt. And to think that it took me this long in my life to identify that and be willing to do the work to open my heart. So that's a little raw reel on my behalf. And I hope that you can take this Cupid card into your day and into your journal and create some reawakening and some awareness to where you may have a block, or you may identify an area that you would like to step up and invite Cupid in for support. I love you. Thanks for being here and supporting me in supporting you. And I hope to see you